Hey, welcome to reviewing stuff. I don't think that's my username. You guys know what my username is. You watch me, right? No, you don't. Anyways, hi, welcome to another review. Today I'm going to be reviewing the movie Evil Dead. Now, I saw this a couple weeks ago, and I was supposed to make it a couple weeks ago, but I didn't, so I'm doing it now. But I still remember it, so that's all good. Now let me just start out saying, this movie is gory. If you don't have a strong stomach, do not watch it. It's not that it was scary. I mean, some people, if you think gory is scary, then yeah, it was scary. But for me, it wasn't the scariness that got to me. It was just the goriness. And then there's this one scene where this chick, like this vine came out of this one chick's mouth and went up to the chick that it was possessing. And it was so funny because when I was sitting in the theater, I was like, it was my friend's mom, my friend, me, my friend Timothy, and the person that belonged to the mother. So my friend. And when that scene came on, like the vine went up this girl's area, and like everybody crossed their legs, and it was so funny. I'm like, oh my god, that would be so funny. And what I don't get is at the end of the movie, the vine, it never came out of her, and that's my thing, is they should make a sequel, and I keep saying they should make a sequel of like the vine going, bleh, bleh, bleh. I'm being disgusting right now. Marley, stop it! You're so weird. You're so weird. No. No, but, the vine is, at the end of the movie, I'm sorry, but in between, like, in the whole movie, the vine never comes back out of her, and that's what I don't get, is, when the movie was over, I was thinking, the vine's still in her, so, what? There were some scenes where I was like, oh shoot, and I goes, no, not watching that. But I did like the movie on subs. When I was younger, I did not like scary movies, and I would never watch them. But here lately, I will go watch scary movies as long as I'm like with a friend or something, or if I think the movie's gonna be sucky or something like that. But I would rate this movie a 10 out of 10 on goriness. I kept thinking, wow, this movie must have taken a lot of money, because it was so detailed, and they may have used a lot of editing and electronics and stuff, but it was so detailed. And you always, like, towards the end of the movie, you always kept thinking it was like the end of the movie. Like, on some scenes, it would come, like, there's a scene where she picks up her brother's necklace that her brother gave to her, and you thought that was the end of the movie, but no, it started actually having to rain blood. I just gave away the ending. So if you haven't seen that movie, I'm probably gonna give more away, so just take my rating and go see the movie if you feel like it. If you don't, then watch a video, I don't care. But this movie was gory, but like, it started raining blood, and then there was another battle scene going on, and finally it ended, and it showed her walking off into the woods to the sunset. And I'm like, okay, for one thing, Marley, you're gonna knock down my tripod, stop it. There was, like, for one thing, when a girl, okay, this movie is about a mental girl, not a mental girl, but a girl that's a drug addict, or cocaine, or weed, or whatever, and she makes a promise and throws her stash down the well. She makes a promise that she's gonna quit. Well, she's overdosed a few times, so they brought her to this cavern that they used to go to when they were little, and everybody who went had the intention of keeping her there and did not tell her that. And toward the beginning of the movie, she was like, I want to go home, and everybody's all like, you're not going home, we're leaving you here. And then she took the keys, and then she climbed out her window and started driving off. And it was just funny, because when somebody says they want to leave, they want to leave. And it's just, and one thing that irritated me is that this happens in every horror movie. If you see a book down in a basement where there's dead cats hanging everywhere, and the book itself is barbed wired and covered up in plastic bag, you do not open the barbed wire, you do not open the bag, and even if you do, you see the book is covered in skin, you don't read it, okay? You just don't read it. It's just no. And if you do, when it says do not read, do not write, do not hear or see or whatever, you do not do that. And even if you do, I had a message. But even if you do start to read the book, okay, for one thing, it said don't read in order, or whatever, and okay, this dude supposedly speaks Latin, so if you can speak it, you should know what the word means. That's a lie, because I know how to speak some Spanish words, but I don't know what they mean half the time. But if you know them well enough that you can find a way to write it down without actually writing it down and speak it, you should know that that's probably not a good thing. And then you look at the pictures, and for one thing, the dude who read the book, and we all know this coming, so that didn't spoil anything. The dude who read this book, throughout the beginning of the movie, he's like, I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know what. He finally admitted towards the end of the movie, oh, I think this is all my fault. I read the book and it told me not to. No, it did, Sherlock. I'm glad you realized that. The things that agitate me about horror movies, and it's stupid people like that who are like, I don't know, I should read this book even though it tells me not to. I don't care if it's covered in skin or barbed wired up in a basement that has dead cats hanging from the ceiling. And at the beginning of the movie, when they got to the cabin that night, the chick who promised never to do weed or smoke, or not smoke, but do weed or drugs ever again, she started smelling a dead scent, and nobody else could smell it. And she's like, they're all like, oh, it's just withdrawal symptoms. And she's like, I freaking smell something, and go check it out. We better leave. And they didn't believe her, and finally the dog they brought with started sniffing around and went, what's that? And they lifted up the rug and there's blood on the ground and just, There's a beginning part of the movie where it's just like a flashback, and yeah. Oh my god, why did they have to bring the dog? The dog's name, I think, is Uncle, Bob, Pod, Grandpa, something, along with relatives older than I. But they ended up killing the dog. Now that's my thing in horror movies. When you kill off a dog, there's no point in killing off a dog. Hey Marley, there's no point in killing off the dog. Once I see a dog reading a book in a basement that he's not supposed to read, or having sex somewhere he's not supposed to be having sex, then you can kill the dog off. But until then, do not kill the freaking dog off. That's what he could have run merrily along and just, I'm going to end this review. You pretty much got my gist. If I have any more to say on this movie, I will make a video about it, I promise. But until then, I will catch you guys next time with another review, which will probably be posted the same day because I have candy to review. So, I will see you guys next time with another review. And if y'all feel like making a intro, I'm doing this with, like, my other videos too. But if you feel like making an intro for my videos, that would be very much appreciated. And I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Peace. Deuces. Bye. See you next time.